Jay and Carlton join me, Ned, on the Underground. Orgy joins Cold this October. It's going to be a big one. Jay, Carlton, how are you guys going?
Good, brother. How you doing?
Man, very excited to be talking to you fellas. That is for sure. It absolutely blows my mind to know this is the first time that you've been out to Australia. Is that right?
With Orgy, I've never been to Australia, period, but he's been there before. But
Yeah, I was there last September, but
Who are you out here with, Carlton?
I was out there with the band Berlin. We were playing with Boy George Culture Club thing.
Oh man, that's out there right there. But Jay, as far as Orgy goes, did it ever come close back in the day? Because you guys have been and still are very big out here.
one would like to think so. I don't know why that never occurred, but it should have definitely happened a long time ago. And I was always bummed that it never did. But also, we've never played any of the festivals in Europe either. Go figure. I don't know why. So.
Yeah, that's wild right there. Well, what's the first thing that comes to mind when you think of Australia, Jay?
Every one of you guys asked that question, and I just, the touristy stuff and like kangaroos and shit. Like I hate that, and koala bears. But like, I mean, just the generic ass shit. But like, but not. I know there's much more to it than that, and it's like, I'm just, I'm just like, yeah, cool, kangaroos, koala bears. But like, I know there's, it's a fucking country, So
Yeah,
it's,
blue snakes. Don't you have
I
blue
just don't.
snakes there?
Yeah, I just don't have any expectations whatsoever. So, other than to meet people and like, engage with the fans and like talk to them and because I'm so excited to be there. And yeah, and we signed a deal on a Australian label called Golden Robot. I'm not sure if you're familiar with them, but
Definitely am.
we signed a 2-song deal with them just to get the ball rolling too in the right direction. So we're going to try to get those 2 songs knocked out, and so that we can play them also when we're out there. So
Oh, that's exciting news right there. And I
yeah.
guess, Carlton, with you being here last year, have you been able to word up the fellas on Australia and let them know that there's koalas not sort of dropping out of the sky and stuff here?
Yeah.
No, I had a great time. We went to the koala sanctuary in Brisbane, and just
Oh, you said it right that time. Brisbane.
Yeah.
I'm a quick learner.
Brisbane,
The mistake was Melbourne and Brisbane, and
I like it there. Did you know?
They'll correct you real quick if you say it wrong.
Did you know that there's a Carlton Football Club out here, Carlton? Has anyone told you that?
We just talked about that in the
that.
last interview too. Yeah.
Man.
Do I know that there's a Carlton Football?
Oh my goodness, there you go. Because my son's
that's
a big
dope jersey, bro. That's dope jersey. Let me see it again. Let me see it. I might have to get me one of those, bro.
Yeah, there you go.
Cool.
Yeah, so when I was there last year, they were killing it. They were like
they got any more like
going to the
golf
finals,
versions
so
of that, like a little more.
I kept
like
hearing my name. Everyone was like screaming like Carlton, and I was like, oh, they were talking about the football team. So I went and bought a jersey and wore it on stage.
Dude, I'm famous as fuck out here, bro. I don't get it.
They've never even been here. Everyone knows me. But no, so I bought this jersey and wore it on stage one night, and
do they have like the goth version of that jersey with like maybe a little tighter fitting, longer sleeves, like holes?
Well, no, this is. I mean, this looks black, but it's actually blue because their name is the Blues.
Gotcha.
But I thought it was black at first. I was like, "That's a."
I'm gonna have to modify it a little bit, but it doesn't.
Well, just wear sleeves under it.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Change it up a bit. So I want to discuss a little bit of Candyass turning 25 years. Are you a big nostalgic type person, Jay, or do you tend to live more in the now?
Yeah, I try not to do the nostalgic thing too much. I mean, you can't help it in certain respects, but then on others, like I tried to not try to like just dwell in the past or look back, I mean, it was a hell of a lot more. There was a hell of a lot more opportunity in music back then, which I will say.
Yeah.
But as far as nostalgia goes, like I definitely missed that. You could do. It was like you could write your own thing. You know what I mean? Like you could write your own ticket.
Yeah, it kind of seems like everyone's just sort of got a platform now. But back in the day, like back in the late 90s and that, you had to actually have talent to get a platform to speak sort of thing and to get your name out there. And you guys were discovered originally. You're the first band signed to Korn's Elementree. That's right, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh, lost you.
What did you do?
Hang on one second. Hopefully this worked. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we were Elementree. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what did that mean to you, Jay, to be the first one off the bat for Korn? Because that out here just massive.
I loved it. Like, you know, I love that they believed in my music enough to sign me. You know, I mean, but they signed me literally alone, and then I, you know, I knew that was the intention. Based off this demo, you know, a couple songs that I demoed on an 8-track cassette thing, and then I knew that they were kind of like mulling it over, and then kind of put together a band, and didn't really say much to the band about it, you know. I just kind of like put it all together, and then, well, you know, once we got rolling after a while, then we started talking about signing to them again, and then we eventually did with the whole band, you know.
Yeah, it's a crazy story. What are the best memories from back in those family values eras? Because that, to a lot of people, that sort of was
all of them. You know, like all of them were fantastic. Most of them, you know what I mean. I mean, you know, there's always like a couple of shitty times you're gonna have too, but it was great.
Yeah,
the opportunity was given to us, and you know, if it wasn't for Korn, man, you know, Korn and, you know, Limp Bizkit too, all of them, you know, they really helped perpetuate our careers, you know.
Yeah, to where you are today. And I was reading some crazy thing that's happened over the years throughout your career, fellas. I didn't realize that you popped up on an episode of Charmed. Is that right?
I just saw it the other day. Yeah, like somebody sent it to me the other day. Yeah, definitely.
That's wild. How did you land that?
Just being Warner Brothers and them having some involvement somewhere along the line. I think that they, you know, they were just trying to get bands from that era to appear on the show. So they asked, and I said, yeah, of course, you know.
Yeah, I'm yet to see that. Was that before your time, Carlton?
I mean, I remember that show Charmed. I never really watched it, so I never saw that episode. But
no, man.
He's such a witch, bro. He watched the whole thing.
I remember. Yeah. I remember the Candyass. I remember the Candyass poster on the wall of the girls' room in American Beauty.
Yeah.
Wow.
That. But
we were in a lot of movies back then, Carlton. We were quite the movie band, actually.
Well, that was basically my
next question. You guys were immersed in pop culture then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. And that I was basically about to ask you that, Jay. Like, we're talking about you popping up on Charmed, American Beauty, as you just said, Carlton. I know that you're on the Zoolander soundtrack. Do you have like a favorite that stands out throughout the career of movie-wise, or anything that it's popped up on, really?
Of soundtrack songs?
Yeah, or just anything
definitely Slept So Long would be my favorite. I mean, Jonathan wrote that song, just, you know, to give credit where credit's due. I mean, he wrote this great song, and I just got first choice out of all the singers that were on that soundtrack record. I got the first, you know, because we were signed to his label, so he gave me first dibs, and
that's cool.
I snatched that one. I was like, yeah, I'll take that one. You know, so.
Oh, that's excellent. And Carlton, I'll let you answer this one. I hear that the recent tour that you wrapped up with, Cold, was both a blessing and a curse. I hear like a lot of things kind of went wrong. It was a bit of a wild ride. Can you tell us how that went down?
It was a thing. I mean, the shows were great.
A wild ride is an understatement.
All the shows were great. Like, almost every show was sold out. But the other 23 hours of the day, every day, was kind of a mess. We went through five. We went through 5 buses in less than 2 months.
Wow.
5.
2 buses lasted less than 24 hours.
Yeah. And it's crazy. It takes you a good, like, even with the whole team doing it at the same time, probably why it takes so long, but like it takes you like to transfer your stuff from one to like everything off the bus onto another bus. It takes a good, like the quickest is like 5 minutes shy of 3 hours.
Yeah. Yeah. Imagine moving, like if you lived in like a small studio apartment and you had to move all your stuff out into another studio apartment in like as fast as you could, and then drive that. Well, I mean, one day we had to rent a U-Haul truck and just dump everyone's stuff.
You mean I did? Like Jay
rented the U-Haul,
before everybody woke up.
Well, no, I mean
our
our
tour manager was kind
we
of
were all
like
cooking in our bunks because there was no AC, there was no generator.
I get it. Like no, but our tour manager, like she had never done this before. So, I'm just like, okay, I'm going to pull up and just do this right now. So before everybody woke up, I had to go get a U-Haul, and then I went back to the bus, dropped that off. And then I went to go get one of those, 12 passenger vans, and then brought that back to the bus. And then I'm like, okay, now we can do what we're not supposed to be doing. And we're going to drive these vehicles. We attached the trailer with all of our gear in it to the U-Haul, and then put most of the bodies, and
We just dumped everyone's stuff from the inside of the bus just into the back of the U-Haul, just in a pile.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Drove 10 hours to Knoxville, Tennessee, and
then when we got there, when we opened up the back of the truck, I was just like, wow, I knew that was a bad idea. It was just like potluck, everything. Hey, somebody's got my shoes. Somebody's got my tank top. Let me get this, Somebody's got.
Everyone had just thrown shit in hefty bags and just stuff, disaster.
But did you miss the show though, guys?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That one.
Oh, you did. Yeah, right.
We missed that one, and we missed one other, and
we missed one in Fresno because the bus was in for repairs that day. There was a lot of stuff with the bus.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. We did a drummer change too for the last 4 shows.
Oh wow.
And he could only do 3 of the last 4. So we had to fly him to Denver from, I don't know where the hell we were, Minneapolis or something like.
Yeah.
We went to play Minneapolis. He had to fly from Columbus or whatever to Denver.
So then the very last show, we had Tony, the drummer from Cold, play the first half of the set, and then Jeff from the other band, Horizon Theory, play second half of the set. So we had 5 buses and 4 drummers.
That is wild. Is that the craziest tour that you've ever been on throughout the career, or can you top that?
I mean, it was the most exhausting by far of all the tours because, you don't anticipate all these things, driving yourself to a gig, like when maybe you could be taking a nap or, resting your voice or something like that. I'm sitting here driving 18 hours to the, a spot.
I mean, there's always crazy shit that happens, but it's generally not every day. And it felt like every day there was something, some problem.
Yeah.
Well, good news is, I guess, with Australia, you're all basically flying in city to city here and planes, so you don't have to worry about buses breaking down, really.
Yeah, kind of limits our sightseeing, possibilities. But it's fine. I'm coming there to play rock and roll, so that I want to do. And
the good news is it's a lot easier to get in and out of Australian airports. Security and TSA is not such a big deal. It's pretty smooth.
Yeah. That's crazy. So you were mentioning before that you've signed to Golden Robot Records, which I had no idea about. I wanted to ask you, what's the deal on new music? You've released a couple of singles and an EP recently in the last year or so. Is there a full length coming soon, or what's the go there?
I think we're doing singles, and then if it adds up to a record, cool. If it doesn't, it doesn't, But we're gonna roll with singles for a while because people just don't have the attention span to do a whole record.
That's actually very true in this day and age too, with the TikTok era and whatnot. I think that's a smart thing. Jay, your daughter's been out on. I've seen through some of your social media that your daughter comes to shows and stuff like that. How much fun has that been?
London loves to come to the shows. Doesn't always work out with the venues because she's obviously a minor, but all the more reason to book all ages shows for us. You know what I mean? They're always really crazy and cool. I don't know why we don't do that more often. So.
Yeah, no, I think that's really cool right there. And before I let you go, I want to grab surprising facts from you both. What's something out there that might surprise your fans to find out about you, Carlton? It surprised me to find out that you had a Carlton football jersey. That was really off thing. But do you have anything else that's a bit of a wild fact about you?
I mean, we're both huge sports fans. Jay
That's
and I
crazy.
are both massive football, American football fans. But we bring footballs on the road and throw them around in the parking lot.
Oh yeah.
I'm bummed today because there's no hockey. I've been watching the hockey playoffs every day, and now I gotta wait 6 days for the Stanley Cup Finals to start. But don't know. I'm a weirdo. I like all
No,
kinds of-
that's cool. That actually did surprise me, man. I look at you and I don't think that you'd be a massive sports fan for some reason. And Jay, on your that's cool. What about basketball? Do you like basketball? Big NBA fan here.
I'm a football guy, man.
I'm not
definitely
so into basketball. It's like
I love hoops too. I do. I love hoops. You know, my Warriors aren't in it this year, but hopefully my Niners will be in will win the Super Bowl this next year. That's all I care about, really. Like football's my jam, and you know, I'm just sick of people doubting the quarterback, and like he's done a great job, and like you know, people just like suck sometimes, you know. So anyways, so does
most
my
definitely.
team sometimes, though. So like you know, sometimes
it
it's
sucks sometimes.
yeah.
Oh, well, I very much appreciate you guys taking time out to chat with me. It is Orgy. They are joined by Cold this October, playing in Melbourne on the 25th, the 26th in Sydney, and wrapping things up in Brisbane on the 27th. Grab your tickets through our website, theundergroundaustralia.com.au. Hit up Jay at JG Music and at Orgy Official on Instagram. What's your Instagram handle there, Carlton?
It's my name. It's Carlton _ Bost.
But don't worry.
Honestly, man,
I
I don't do social media. It's I haven't posted anything in like 5-6 years. I just
well, you better get some TikToks.
it's not my jam.
I
feel like it's the demise of society. I know it's great for promotion and everything, but
China loves it, so you're good there.
Yeah.
So,
it's not my jam.
Maybe you could do a TikTok in the Carlton football jersey, Carlton, to you know.
I don't even know how TikTok works.
I'm just gonna start doing TikToks where I just put my phone number, everything on there, just hold up a sign and be like, "Hey guys," you know, because of all the info that they're supposedly collecting on us. I don't really think China gives a flying fuck what I'm doing with anything at any given time, you know. But whatever,
I figure like
if they want to know
promotion, but it's like if there's
welcome
4
to.
other dudes in the band posting the same things, like no one needs to see 5 of the same posts every week.
Yeah, no, they need to see you, bro. I think
they don't need to see what I'm eating.
You gotta do stuff like just combing your hair and shit like that, bro. Like, and then making a dance.
If that's making anyone's day, then
Carly hair sweeper or something. I don't know.
Yeah, well, they should probably do something else.
Yeah, man. So, hey, thanks for having us on the show too, brother. I appreciate that. You're gonna come to the show, right?
Yeah, definitely. We'll see you guys in Melbourne. Looking forward to it.
So you're gonna come?
Yeah.
In Melbourne, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Is that the first show or the?
That is the first show, October 25th.
Cool.
Melbourne. I got it.
Looking forward to seeing you guys.
Yeah, man.
All right, brother.